Patriots goal. 19 seconds into the season.
And saved by Jaden Man.
Christian Beckett ties the goal scoring record. And saved by Man. Gets across, gets the rebound.
Rams as the Patriots get set to kick off a 4-game homestand, playing 4 games in 4 days, 2 against the University of Colorado State and then 2 made up against Missouri State. So it's an action-packed President's Day weekend here in Dallas with lots of hockey coming your way. But first, night 1, the University of Colorado State Rams travel all the way from Colorado to take on the DBU Patriots, who are playing hosts of 4 home games to close out the season. My name is Jared. I'm joined by David, and also we have the treat and privilege of having Xander in here tonight. So Xander, welcome back. It's great to have you back with the crew.
Great to be back with you guys, man. I'm sorry I left you for so long.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sure all the fans of yours at home miss you. It'd be nice to get the rinkside reporting back in action tonight, and possibly some live interviews. But for now, we get set with about 6.5 minutes to go in warm-ups. The DBU Patriots come off of a weekend split against the UTSA Roadrunners, where they had a thrilling 5-4 shootout win a week ago from tonight, where they were trailing 4-2 in the third period, where they were able to draw equal, and eventually, off of the help of 3 saves by Madrigal and 3 shootout attempts, DBU came away with the win. But the Saturday night game was not as pretty, where DBU found themselves in a ugly game to say the least, where they lost by a score of 8-1 in that one. So they look to bounce back after having a week off, and they have a team that we really don't know too much about coming into this one in Colorado State, so we'll get a good look at them tonight. David, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're starting off tonight with the first game out of the next 4 that we're going to play in 4 days. So this is really going to test the legs of the Patriots here. They're going to test the longevity. We've got 4 games out here, and already, as we mentioned last week, they're a kind of broken down roster. They don't have all 18 guys starting, and even more than that, they've got a couple of guys that they didn't have, or sorry, they got a couple of guys that they did have from the beginning of the season that they no longer have. So, I mean, it's really going to be a test of endurance. We got start of 4 games here, 4 games in a row. Definitely want to start off on top so they're not climbing uphill to start us off.
Yeah, Patriots are no stranger to this kind of stretch of hockey, as they had a 4-game road trip in Arizona to end out the first half of the season right before Thanksgiving break. And the results were not quite what they wanted from that, and they're, I'm sure, looking to not replicate those results, where they fell in a shootout to GCU in the first game, Grand Canyon University, lost to Park, and then Northern Arizona University 2 games. So going 0-3-1 on that road trip, the Patriots look to try and draw a win or 2 here in this weekend at least, just to get some positive momentum to end the season before, of course, I'm not sure we've announced it yet, but the Dallas Stars alumni charity game for the DBU Patriots in March.
Yeah, and with us we've got Xander rinkside. How you doing, Xander? It's the first time you've been with us in a while.
It's been too long, man, but I'm glad to be back. It's always fun to do this.
Yeah, Xander, what's it looking like down by the DBU side for warm-ups? What are you seeing from the guys? Any sort of slowness, or are they looking pretty sharp so far?
No, they look pretty sharp, and they should, because look, if you're gonna win a game, this is gonna be the one, right? I don't know when Colorado got here, but they did travel here, and this is the first out of 4 games, so you got to make it count.
Flew in on a plane, got here last night, so they've got to spend really a beautiful day in Dallas. It was great weather outside, mid-70s in February, beats the ice that we got a few weeks ago, and as a result, because of the ice, DBU will be making up those games against Missouri State Sunday at 7:30 p.m. and Monday President's Day at noon. Unfortunately, we will not be able to broadcast either of those games, but you can follow along with DBU Hockey Instagram or tune into the Rink Live Barn to watch live for those games.
Yeah, but of course we do have tonight and tomorrow night that we will be broadcasting against with these 2 teams playing against each other. And I mean, going into this game, what are we thinking, Jared? I mean, you got any things we should look for?
I mean, as we said earlier, we really don't know too much about this Colorado State team. We're gonna have to really try and see what we can draw from watching them here in the first period of action, and really kind of go off there. But we do know about the DBU team. They come in with an 8-14-3 record. So after really getting off to a slow start, they've kind of picked it up here in the second half, and they look to kind of build momentum with this group, try and find positives to close out the season. And so far, they've been backed by the excellent play net by Pono Madrigal outside of the Saturday game last week. And I know he's been battling some illness this week, but he says he's good to go, and he's going to be starting in net tank for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's definitely good to hear if you're a Patriots fan. Pono been locked down for DBU all season, and we expect another great performance from him tonight.
So I guess as we near the final 2 minutes of warm-ups, how about Xander? Why don't you give us your 3 keys for the game? What do you expect to see from this DBU Patriots team to try and get a win tonight?
First one's got to be Pono. My boy, Pono, he's got to put on a good game. Look, that's how you win games, is your goalie can steal them sometimes, and Pono is definitely capable of doing that. The other thing I'm going to say is kind of a cliche, but you have to play a little dirty. Not dirty, but you have to play aggressive and you have to play hard. You know, Colorado, they flew in on a plane, and you got to take advantage of everything that you've got. So I think wearing them down will be one of the keys to winning this game. And then I think scoring first. Another kind of a cliche, but I think if you score first, you have a much better chance of winning this game than letting Colorado feed off their momentum. Yeah,
DBU definitely has some success with scoring first, as we saw last weekend when they played against UTSA. That's right. They got a goal right on top of them to start off the first period. First shot, first goal, and because of that, they ended up carrying the game all the way into a shootout and ended up getting the victory on that one. The next game, not so fortunate, but they were not on the board first, so definitely getting on the board first helped you there.
Yeah, and interesting to note last week, the Patriots struggled mightily on the power play. That was probably their weakest spot of their play last weekend, getting, I believe it was 9 power play chances in that Saturday game against UTSA, only getting 1 goal from the captain, Logan McKenzie, the leading scorer for the DBU Patriots. So they're going to have to be better on the power play as they get set to kick off this weekend if they want to try and have success, really boosting the offense from 3 forward lines. And now with about 30 seconds to go, David, real quick, who are 3 players that you're watching or keeping an eye on for DBU in this game?
Well, for DBU, I mean, we've said it. We've been talking about it this whole time. Obviously, the first player we got to keep an eye on is Pono. Pono, this team is going to win the game or lose the game on the shoulders of Pono behind them. So he's obviously the first guy you got to look at, the goaltender behind him. Second guy that you need to look for is the captain. That's Logan McKenzie. He's been, on the verge of having a big game over these last couple games late. We've seen a bunch of flares. We've seen a shootout just barely miss. We've seen lots of opportunities from him, lots of chances for him to put one in the net. I think he's going to get one or a couple here tonight. And then the third one is going to be Jesse Zanana. I think he's leading this freshman team offensively with his scoring. Watch for him to be on top of things, to keep the high energy in this game, and to keep this game going.
Yeah, I'm curious, my player to watch, and this one is Pono Madrigal. Curious to see, because I'm sure he'll tell you that Saturday game he should have been better. He knew that he probably could have played better in that one. And it was an exhausting week as shots were being peppered out of him all weekend.
Absolutely, and when you're playing up against a guy like Joe Spracklin, the 40-year-old veteran, sitting across from you, that's got to be at least a little bit intimidating.
Yeah, so we'll look for him, and obviously having a week off to rest turned into him battling an illness, so we'll see how fresh his legs are, but we're just moments away from getting started on this weekend set. And here in a moment, we'll turn it over to public address announcer Dylan Haynes to meet our starting lineups. He's filling in for Gideon Harden, who will not be here for tonight or for tomorrow. So Dylan, I know you can hear us. Welcome into our broadcast for this weekend. And here in a moment, we'll get the cue for the starting lineups, but that'll be just a moment. All right, now let's turn it over to our public address announcer, Dylan Haynes. Dylan, give us the welcome in for the weekend.
Welcome, Patriots fans, to the ranch for this Friday night matchup between the visiting Colorado State Rams and your DBU Patriots. And now to meet the starting lineup for the visiting Colorado State Rams. At left wing, number 4, Carson Desaya. At center, number 16, Daniel Caruso. And at right wing, number 28, Daniel Skoporski. At defense, number 10, Caleb Hansen. At defense, number 9, Brandon Iglesias. And in goal, number 36, Braden Robinson. And for the Colorado State Rams, head coach, Bodie McGoy. And now, let's introduce the starting lineup for your DBU Patriots. At left wing, number 9, Jesse Zonena. At center, sophomore from Morrisburg, Ontario, number 22, Tyson Wilhelm. At right wing, number 19, sophomore from Austin, Texas, Luke Bradley. On defense, number 6, freshman from Dallas, Texas, Ian Johnson. And junior from Flagstaff, Arizona, your captain, Logan McKenzie. And in goal, freshman from Metica, California, Pono Madrigal. And your head coach is Jason Hilliard. Would you now rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem?
So great job, Dylan. First time on the public address announcer mic. Didn't do too bad. And I'm sure we'll get many more calls from Dylan the rest of the way. But as we get set to drop the puck on this one, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the DBU Patriots. Head coach Jason Hilliard elects to send out freshman from Tennessee, Jesse Zonana, to play right wing, or play left wing. Number 22, Tyson Wilhelm, centering that line, along with sophomore Luke Bradley. And on D, different pairings starting from last weekend. It's Logan McKenzie, the captain, along with Ian Johnson. That pairing will get the nod to start. And then as we mentioned in the open, we'll have Pono Madrigal in that for the DBU Patriots. And the starting goaltender for the Colorado State Rams is going to be Braden Robinson, number 36. So we're getting set to drop the puck here on this weekend set between the Rams and the Patriots. And we're in for some great hockey. Wilhelm lines up opposite Caruso. We're underway. The Rams send the puck in. Johnson retrieves it for the Patriots, rims it around the board. Bradley has it. Held in at the point, sent in by Colorado State. Ian Johnson first to it in the corner. Try to move it along the boards. That one is intercepted by number 28. That's Daniel Skorupski, and comes out to the neutral zone. Wilhelm with the puck, slows off on the blue line and now works it in deep. Wilhelm pursuing Anson. Anson has the puck. Now carrying up ice, Anson has it, crosses the red line, evades a stick check from Wilhelm. Anson gets knocked down by Logan McKenzie, and spinning away from a check.
A good hip check there by Logan McKenzie to get the guy off the puck and get the puck into the corner there, stop that rush completely.
Yeah, Madrigal holds on to it for the first whistle, 53 seconds into this game tonight. Now we'll get a look at the second line for the Patriots with Blue, Ridings, and Gressel, a line that really was productive most of the offense last weekend. They get sent out there trying to start this, but in their defensive zone faceoff, they lose the possession of the puck. Rams off the faceoff, rip it. Madrigal makes that save. Centering feed picked up by Gressel. Gressel surveying for a breakout option, elects to move to Ridings. Ridings enters the zone, gets sent to the corner. Intercepted by the Rams. Now they skate up ice. With speed, Mexter has it. Sends a shot wide, blocker side of Madrigal. Picked up in the corner by Moses. Now Ridings takes the puck away. Ridings just out of the reach of Gressel in the neutral zone. The two players battle for it. Picked up by Ridings. He takes a heavy check there by Moses. Seeing the physicality early.
Hit there by Chase Moses over in the corner on Caleb Ridings. And we've got some more shoving on the bench here, and that's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, Ridings, or Dawson Blue drawing a power penalty. So delay call against the Rams. Ross has it, rings off iron, rebound, score!
With a delayed penalty on Dawson Blue.
Dawson Blue opens the scoring on the weekend. The shot by Marley Ross hits the post, and Dawson Blue with a yawning cage nets that one. Patriots lead 1-0.
What do we say?
What a play there by Dawson Blue. I mean, he clearly said something to the other team's bench they didn't like. They were wrestling him over on their bench. They had 3 or 4 guys that were from sitting on the bench throwing him around, and then he gets back into the play. Marley Ross cuts to the middle off the post, and Dawson Blue gets the rebound for the goal.
All right, let's hear the first goal announcement from Dylan Haynes. Garibovich has the puck now for the Patriots. He gets hit off it. Now comes out to the neutral zone.
Unfortunately, we didn't get that one on our mic. He forgot to unmute himself on us, but they did hear it in the stadium, so you'll just have to imagine the first one, and we'll hope that we get to hear him on a few other ones tonight.
All right, now Kinsella trying to spring Garibovich. Garibovich has back turned to the puck, intercepted and sent in by Caleb Anson. Johnson gets around Anson, trying to move it out, held it on the blue line. Iglesias has it. Garibovich battling, and now McKenzie takes it away. McKenzie loves to skate up ice with the puck. McKenzie gets an edge on the backhand, couldn't quite get a shot on goal. He gets hit off the puck. Now in the corner, the Rams have it. Now they escape the zone. Now fanning on a dumping attempt, comes right to MacArthur. MacArthur can't get a shot away. Madrigal pokes that one away to the corner. MacArthur trying to center it, intercepted by Hilliard. Now Hilliard trying to send a chip out of the zone. Comes out to the red line where Garibovich picks it up. Garibovich enters the zone 1-on-4, gets around the defense. Garibovich has his shot blocked. Metzger trying to get a stick in that, unable to cash in there. McKenzie on the backdoor stuff attempt. Chandler sends the puck in, and this will be an icing, so we'll come back to the Colorado State zone. And for the first time in this game, let's turn it over to Xander. Xander, how's it looking down there?
Fast and fun. What did we say? They got the goal they needed. Beautiful play, and you know that's exactly what they needed, right?
Yeah, as you mentioned, for the 3 things that DBU have to win, the third thing was get the opening goal, which they've done. And we also saw where we said they had to be physical, be aggressive, and we saw Dawson Blue being aggressive, being physical, and that led to a delayed penalty, and then eventually Blue was the one to cash in the goal and put the Patriots up on front. So far, DBU playing this one to perfection. And now they look to extend their lead as Sorelli banks it along the boards. Picked up on the red line, the Rams into the zone. And taking a tumble there was number 23, Jacob Zier, trying to dangle around a Patriot, and he goes down. So Colorado State will get their first look on the power play. So Martin Sorelli going to the box.
And we'll see the first official special teams of the night. There was a delayed penalty, but because of the goal, he never actually went to the box. So with Martin Sorelli in the box here, we've got the Patriots on the penalty kill.
So to the glove side of Madrigal, the Rams win the faceoff. Anson has it, moves it to the top of the point. Now Iglesias moves it to the far faceoff dot. Shot fired, goes wide. Anson has the puck along the near boards. Looking to the top of the point, now across the faceoff. Colorado State moving that puck around. That shot also misses the net.
And we'll see if we can get this penalty call in a second.
Penalty number 21, Martin Sorelli for tripping.
There we go. Now Ross unable to get the puck out. Zonana trying to clear it. Good play there to hold it in. Anson. Now the puck comes along the board. Zonana having trouble with it. Iglesias has it for the Rams behind the red line. Gets hit along the boards by Ross. Iglesias moves it to the point. Anson has it on the near side, trying to feed it across. Now the Patriots able to get to neutral ice. Halfway through this penalty, Zonana takes it in on the breakaway. Zonana fires, scores! Zonana roofs that top shelf, short-handed, and extends the lead to 2 for the Patriots.
What a shot by Jesse Zonana as we see here. Oh my, it takes the puck, gets it out there, gets on a breakaway and roofs it.
Now we'll get a chance to hear the goal call from Dylan. Hopefully this one will be picked up on the broadcast.
Goal by number 9, Jesse Zonana.
So Jesse Zonana all alone on the breakaway shorthanded, goes top shelf over Robinson, as Patriots now have 2 goals on 4 shots, and now the Colorado State Rams, they look just to draw even on this power play. Entering the zone, Metzger has it. Now slows off and curls with the puck, feeds it across. And that shot goes wide. Riding's trying to get to the puck first in the corner. Rams first to it. Metzger has the puck, trying to feed it across to Zier, and Patriots intercept and clear. 23 seconds to go on this power play for the Rams. Now the Rams look to go up ice, see if they can get one last rush chance. Now the Rams enter the zone, send it in deep. Johnson gloves it down, unable to clear it. Riding gets the puck first and sweeps that out to neutral ice. With a few seconds to go, that will do it for the first power play change for the Rams. Patriots 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. As Ridings gives a shove there to Iglesias as he sends the puck in. We're back to even strength. Now a chance, 3-on-0, but Gressel couldn't quite get the puck. So Rams are caught in a bad change. Patriots unable to make them pay. Johnson banks that in.
Patriots full strength.
Now Iglesias has the puck. Looking to send it up ice. Pass out of the reach of number 17, Noah Chandler. And this will come down to the Ram zone.
Well, I was going to make a joke about not being bad on the power play if you never win on the power play, but apparently they're better on the penalty kill too. So maybe just take more penalties.
Well, yeah, we'll see how their power play turns out. Obviously, last week they definitely needed some work. They went on a full 5-minute with the power play, 5-minute major, and they didn't have a single shot. So hopefully they can get the power play to work in better this week, but obviously their penalty kill game has stepped up.
Patriots with possession in the offensive zone, trying to move it along. Rams get to it first along the boards. Gressel ties his man along the boards, and the Rams clear the zone. Won't be enough for icing as McKenzie goes back to retrieve it from his own faceoff dot. And McKenzie to Hilliard. Freshman out of Dallas, Texas has the puck. Hilliard, a nice move to get around the defense. Now enters the zone, trying to go backhand, feeding it to Garibovic. Stick was in the way by the Rams. Now Hilliard still with possession, banks it to McKenzie. McKenzie sauces that one across to Johnson. Johnson rips it, blocks. McKenzie picks up the loose puck, trying to dangle it, couldn't quite get it on his forehand. The puck disagreed with him and turned over. Rams exit the zone. Skating up ice, Anson. Anson enters the zone. Dropped off and Kinsella intercepts, trying to get around a defender, turns it over. Anson has it in all alone, rips that one, misses the net wide. Seen a couple missed shots so far by the Rams.
What a little bit of luck for the Patriots, as a few fans on that puck by Kinsella leads to a very dangerous opportunity here for the Rams, and he just shoots it wide of the net.
Patriots with possession of the puck. Johnson ripping it up. He and Sorelli are the only two skaters on this DBU team that have yet to find a goal this season. So Johnson, see if he can get one tonight in this last weekend, as well as Sorelli. And if those two can, then every Patriot skater will have registered a goal in the season, which is a great accomplishment for this team. So try and see that depth developing. Now Garibovic, who's been an emerging star for the team, has it. Banks it along to Johnson, rips that one, goes just wide, getting a piece of that Robinson, almost getting his first of the season.
And just as you're talking about it, Johnson there with another chance to put one in the back of the net, just close.
That's MacArthur and Garibovic battling for the puck. MacArthur eventually is able to get along to Jacob Zier. Now Garibovic takes it away, enters the zone, has it poked off his stick. Patriots keep it in. Ross, good play on the blue line. Wilhelm trying to dangle around Metzger, couldn't get the puck, and the Patriots send it in and mix in a change. And now Zier skating with the puck. Has the stick lifted by Zonana. Zonana takes that one away. Picks the puck of Zier, now slows off. Rams able to mix in a partial change. Now Zonana trying to dangle through the neutral zone. Evades a hip check there from number 28, Skorupski. Now Ross keeps that one in. Good play. Bradley trying to move it to Zonana. Puck in the corner. Bradley picks it up. Zier and Bradley tie up. Green Sweater steps in to help, and now Metzger has possession of the puck, looking to skate up ice. Metzger across. Skorupski couldn't quite control that. Now Skorupski has it along the boards, trying to feed it backhanded to Desaya. Wilhelm hits his man along the board, allows Zonana a chance to gain possession for the Patriots. Now Sally, freshman from Pennsylvania, moves it to Zonana. Zonana already with the goal in this game. Bradley trying to chip it along the boards to Wilhelm, not hard enough. Rams are able to get out to the neutral zone, and the Patriots send it in.
Excellent puck movement so far by the Patriots that we've seen early on in this game, and that is, I mean, obviously been the result of 2 goals so far. We'll see if they can keep that up.
Now Desai trying to move that one across, a great pass, getting over to make the save. Madrigal hasn't been tested too early in this one, but a good chance there by Caruso.
Yeah, as you say, big save by Madrigal to read that before the pass came across his body, get over there to the side early and make that stop. It made it look easy.
Yeah, it was a beautiful saucer pass by Desai. Patriots send it down the ice. No icing. Garibovic might have won that race to the hashes. So we continue moving. Rams trying to skate up ice. Blue trying to lay a hip check on Iglesias. Iglesias plays strong through that. Now the puck is in the corner. Ridings takes possession. Ridings to Gressel. Gressel trying to chip it up ahead. Puck bouncing, knocked down by Iglesias. Would have had a 2-on-0 for Blue and McKenzie had he not gotten that one. McKenzie with a hit there. Bigglestaller sends it in. Down the corner, Moses has it. Trying to move it along the point, cutting off the angle there. It's Bigglestaller. And now Gressel exits the zone. Gressel skating up ahead. Trying to center that one, gets it to Blue. Puck bouncing, couldn't get all he wanted on that. Now Blue with the puck in the corner. Reverses it low. Colorado State picks up possession. Anson high flip out of the zone. This one rolls the length of the ice for icing, so it's Colorado State players going for a change. We're gonna have to come back out here.
Yeah, and as we get a stop here, we take it ringside over to Xander, see what he's seeing from his perspective.
DBU is one step ahead almost every single time on the Rams here. They're passing well, they're entering the zone well, they're getting the more quality chances. They're doing basically everything you could ask better. I mean, they scored on the penalty kill and on their delayed penalty. They're making every chance count.
Sorelli firing that one. That one's blocked in traffic. Hits skate of Hilliard. Kinsella with possession, trying to rip that from a sharp angle. Cut down by the pad of Robinson. Kinsella loses the puck along the corner. Hilliard able to get after Kinsella tied his man up and sent in. Zier has the puck for the Rams. Poked off by Kinsella. Now Hilliard intercepts that breakout pass. Elects to work it low. Kinsella leaves it for Hilliard. Hilliard trying to feed it to Garibovic. Garibovic wraparound attempt, scores! Patriots extend the lead 3-0 early in this one. as that's Christian Kinsella getting his 5th goal of the season.
And finally, a home goal for this squad. As we were talking about last weekend, this squad getting a lot of the goals for DBU, but none of them coming at home. And we finally get to see one as Christian Kinsella gets it off the rebound in the back of the net off of a couple of other shots. Great puck movement on that line. The shot from Garibovic that almost made it through, and Kinsella just to put it home.
All right, that goal was scored by Christian Kinsella, assisted by Alan Garibovic, who fired that one on. Multiple players take a tumble and continue to battle for the puck. And Dylan, whenever you're ready, you can give us that goal call.
Goal, 5th goal of the season by number 17, Christian Kinsella, assisted by Alan Garibovic and Spencer Hilliard.
So as you mentioned, Dave, that line finally getting a home goal, home point, besides a few from Garibovic. So we've seen it with our own eyes, that line who has arguably been the best of the 3 lines for DBU coming back from winter break.
Certainly the best on the road.
Yes, that series in Houston was something special with that first game. Garibovic getting 3 goals and 3 assists, and Kinsella getting 2, and Hilliard getting his first. So Patriots up 3-0, 3 goals on 7 shots. As the Rams fired that one high over the net. Unable to hold that in. Now the Patriots looking to skate up ice. Bradley has it. Bradley sends it in deep. Iglesias with the puck. Now slows off in the corner, now looks to move it up ahead. Has that one knocked down by Bradley. Zonana keeps at the point, trying to send it to Wilhelm. Now skating through the zone. The Rams have it. They spin away. Now in the corner, trying to sauce that one. A good pass. Shot goes wide. Another missed shot to the blocker side. Rams missed that side a couple times. Now exiting the zone. A chance 2-on-1. Bradley and Zonana. Bradley to Zonana. Misses the empty net. Couldn't quite get that one on target. If he did, he had a wide open cage.
And a beautiful play by Bradley to get the puck where it needed to go there. Zonana just fires it wide.
Bradley gets hit along the corner. Looks to get back up. Maybe looking for a call there. Patriots have to wait for Bradley to touch up on side. Zonana turns it over, skating in Desai. Madrigal cuts way out of his net to challenge and hold on to make the save.
Yeah, big save there by Madrigal. Something that goalies are always taught. If the player is going to shoot, get out of your net, and if the player is going to deke, get closer to your net. There, he read the shooter perfectly. He knew he was going to shoot that puck early. He got way out of his net to eliminate all the time and space from the shooter and eliminate anywhere where the net could have been open.
So now this faceoff will come to the glove side of Madrigal. Not quite as much of the shooting galleries we saw last night. Some teams kind of limiting shots, which is what you like to see if you're DBU after having Madrigal get tested heavily. Ridings couldn't quite get that one out of the zone. Now Ross has it, retreats behind his cage. Ross trying to move it, turns it over in the corner. Sharp angle ripped. Madrigal gets a piece of that, sends it over the net.
Oh, just enough to get that away from the net, and he was afraid there that it might have gone behind him. He reached the glove out to maybe make a Vasilevsky type save there, but no need as the puck goes behind the net.
The Rams on their own blue line. Gressel with the hit, forces a turnover. Blue misses the shot wide. Rams trying to leave the zone. Sally a good pinch to keep the puck in momentarily, but the Rams able to win possession. Turned over, Ridings intercepts. Patriots touch up, and Ridings likes to send it in deep. Rimming it around to the far corner, the Rams. Now back along the near side. Turned over, Sally couldn't quite get possession of it. Now in the neutral zone, Blue battling for it, taking a tumble there was Figelstaller, but gets the puck in as he does so. Now Ross spins away from pressure. Now skates with an edge on the boards. Ross skating up ice. Ross going coast to coast, trying to dangle around a defender, gets hit off the puck.
Taken down, and that's going to be high as we see a penalty called here by the ref.
So now we'll get our first actual look here on this Patriot power play.
Yeah, we'll see here is a little scrum between Ridings and Ridings and Nathan Salvatore.
Yeah, and that's what we'll hear right now from Dylan Haynes. It'll be Braden Iglesias going to the box for holding. So we'll wait for Dylan to give it to the in-house.
Penalty, number 9, Braden Iglesias, holding.
So good start on this penalty kill here for the Rams as they send the puck down the ice. Madrigal comes out to leave that one for McKenzie. Don't quite have the penalty clock moving. Now it's going. We'll see if they get that adjusted in the next whistle. Zonana with the puck. Zonana with a lot of speed, firing from a sharp angle and does not cross the red line. That one went from post to post along the red line, but did not cross it. Zonana almost looking for a second of the game. Now Blue has it. Patriots spread out. Bradley firing for it from the slot, saved by Robinson. Wilhelm touches it along to Bradley. Bradley moves it to McKenzie. McKenzie from the high point trying to find a cutter, and Wilhelm got a stick on that. The deflection goes over the net.
Well, and already we're seeing a better moving power play than we did last week, as already a couple of shots gotten on net, and definitely some chances.
And now the puck squeezes out to the corner. Wilhelm moves it to Zonana. Zonana with the puck on his forehand, moves from point to point, blocked down in traffic and cleared out of harm's way by the Rams. McKenzie goes back to retrieve. The Rams getting a wholesale change on this penalty kill. Fresh bodies out there as we're over halfway through this penalty on Iglesias for holding. Now McKenzie enters the zone, couldn't split the Colorado defense, and cleared out of the zone by Desai.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate misstep there. McKenzie's got to try and get it to the team and spread out on that power play, set it up. Instead, he rushes up the middle and ends up losing the puck, and more time comes off the power play.
And as Zonana carrying the puck through neutral ice, enters the Ram zone, drops it for Ridings, who sends it low to the corner. Zonana getting the puck on his forehand, firing that one and making the save. Robinson holds onto it with 4:10 to go here in the opening frame. The shots on goal so far through the first period. DBU with 10 shots and the Colorado State Rams with 6 shots. So DBU leading the shot margin by a slight bit, but of course nowhere near as many. I'm sure part of that you could attribute to having a different scorekeeper as well. Might not be as generous with the shots on goal for the Patriots. Now Zonana to Ross. Ross trying to fire that through traffic. His shot misses the net by a hefty margin. And now covered by Robinson. His players are giving some shoves.
Yeah, a little wrestling as you do when somebody comes up right next to your goalie. There's a couple push and shoves from both directions, but no penalties called.
Skarivich, one of the more physical guys on the DBU end, maybe seeing if he could draw a retaliation penalty against the Rams to extend the power play. But so far we're seeing the refs letting both teams play physical so far, haven't really called many hits or takedowns in the corner. Now Madrigal moves that to McKenzie as the power play does expire. Puck is along the far boards. Good move there by Marley Ross, who celebrated senior night last game out here Saturday night in that loss to UTSA. Has 4 more games left with the Patriots, and then the alumni game against the Dallas Stars alumni. Now Kinsella ties his man along the boards. Puck is taken by the Rams, now turned over. Hillier trying to fire that one from the slot off the turnover. Grevich goes down, trying to battle for the puck. Kinsella steps in, but controlled by Caruso. Patriots able to hold on the point, going down to block that shot. Zaire. Now the Rams clear the zone. Sally, fresh off the bench, gets the puck first and tries to sweep it up ahead. Taken by Desai and sent in.
Yeah, possession's definitely been a big deal in this game. As DBU is certainly dominating that. They're not letting the Rams touch the puck too much in this game, and that's been a huge factor for them so far.
Yeah, we've seen so far the Rams, they've had a bit of a hard time clearing their zone once they have possession in their defensive zone. Patriots doing a good job to keep the puck in, as that puck is held in right on cue. Iglesias with a good play. Now clears the point, comes out to neutral ice, sent in by Caruso. Ross with the puck. Ross trying to spring Kinsella. Kinsella has it 2-on-1. A great back check there by Anson. Breaks up a chance, but Grevich intercepts that pass. That's along the boards. Grevich sends it in low. Zaire has it. That's Gunnarsson. Now Kinsella takes the puck away. Kinsella trying to feed Grevich as he calls for a pass. Or maybe that's the other way around. Grevich trying to feed Kinsella. Now Kinsella has it in the corner. The Rams trying to exit their zone. Looks to skate it, now pass it. Puck is picked up by Salvatore. Salvatore rips that shot, goes wide. Anson gets to it first, trying to funnel that one on net. Misses and now rims out. Gressel has the puck. Gressel 1-on-3, trying to dangle around. A good move by Gressel and a pad save by Robinson. Gressel did a good job trying to dangle the puck around the defenders. Got in all alone on Robinson, and the pad kept that one out.
What a chance. Almost looked like that one slid off the post or off the side of the net there. Looks like he almost beat the goalie clean. See if we can get a replay on that breakaway.
Icing against the Rams. This will go back to that Colorado State zone. So coming up in intermission, or after the period ends, we will have a live interview with Xander. Not quite sure who will have it yet. Who we'll have it with. It'll probably be with one of the coaches, but either way, we will have live interviews. Now the Patriots control on the blue line. McKenzie has the puck. And McKenzie feeds it to the slot to Ridings. Ridings couldn't quite control the puck long enough to get a shot away. And the Patriots have it back in their neutral ice. Blue hits the red line, sends it in deep. Now the Rams look to exit their zone. Good play there by Ridings. Now Gressel has it, couldn't feed it to the center. And the Rams rim it along the boards. McKenzie trying to keep that puck in, does so. McKenzie has it, rings it off iron. McKenzie, good play to keep the puck in. Found a shooting lane and just could not beat the post.
Second or third time they've hit that post already this game.
And now the Patriots possess in their own defensive zone. Final minute to go. Now enters the zone, the Patriots do. Trying to find a backdoor cutter, pass bounces over the stick.
Caleb Riding shot from the slot, and we'll get a face-off zone, get a zone face-off for the Patriots.
I can't imagine that the Patriots can be at all upset with what they've done, because really what they've done is nothing short of almost domination. They've kept everything to the outside. There haven't been any real danger shots, and they've had plenty of them.
That's now the Rams unable to clear the zone. Sorelli hustles the puck to send into Zonana. Now spinning away from the check. Iglesias has the puck. Iglesias sends it into the body of Bradley. Bradley trying to poke it up along with only a few seconds to go. Not enough time for the Patriots to get a high danger look. And now do it for the first period of play, as Xander will interview assistant coach Derek Brayton here in the intermission as he exits the ice. So Xander, see if you can grab Coach Brayton, as the Patriots lead by a score of 3-0, and they have shots 14 for the Patriots, 7 for the Colorado State Rams. So Xander, let's turn it over to you.
Hey, I'm with assistant coach Derek Brayton, and what did you say to them before the game? What was the message?
I mean, we were kind of telling them about some things we saw last week. You know, we just wanted to clean up a little bit defensively. We've done that pretty well so far here. Just get a lot of shots on net, cycle the puck around, and just kind of come together these last 4 games and really finish it out strong.
Obviously not technically a power play goal, but what did you think of the special teams play?
It was great. I mean, that goal by Jesse was absolutely disgusting. Love to see that. Love to see, you know, special teams working, you know, penalty kill, power play. I thought our puck movement on the power play was good too. Just got to finish and score a couple.
Yep. 3-0. What do you just say to them? Do you just tell them to keep it going?
Keep the foot on the pedal. You know, it's not over until that buzzer's done. And yeah, just keep going. Keep shooting. Keep scoring.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Xander. Great interview. As you had heard from assistant coach Derek Brayton in that period, or in that interview, was that they found their weaknesses from last weekend's game, and they were able to come out here, really try and drive some change in that, and it worked for them to start this game.
Yeah, and I know it's been since the dark ages since I've been on here, but whenever I was talking about it, I was saying that DBU really needed to dominate a period with physicality and with the goal. They get the goal super early in the game, which dictates play, and then they don't let their foot off the gas and they don't stop playing hard. They keep the pressure up. And honestly, you could see that Colorado was getting a little scared, just overthinking a tiny bit, because they were always worried about the pressure that DBU was putting on them.
Yeah, absolutely, and I definitely want to harp on not letting their foot off the gas. There have been a few times where they've eased up if they've got down a couple of goals or up a couple of goals, but they've really stayed in this one so far. I mean, I know it's only the first period, so you can't say too much, but we'll hope that they keep it going on for the second and the third period. They've definitely, so far in this first period, kept their foot on the gas, kept the momentum going. and really just taken complete control of this game. So we'll see where the next periods lead us.
Yeah, so goals from Dawson Blue, who opened the score, and Jesse Zonana with the shorthanded goal, and Christian Kinsella with the third goal for the Patriots. All three Lions contributing so far offensively, and that's the reason why DBU leads 3-0, as well as the great play as we see typically from Pono Madrigal. But we're going to go ahead and step aside for you. We have 12:20 to go here on the intermission timer. Unfortunately, no pre-recorded interviews for you this intermission. We'll try and see if we can get some student interviews next intermission. But for now, we're going to go ahead and step aside, and we'll be back for second period of action very shortly. Andy, you can turn the audio on. All right, welcome back into the second period of play here on this Friday night matchup between the University of Colorado State Rams and the Dallas Baptist University Patriots. And after the Patriots win that faceoff, we have a clock issue. Couldn't quite get the clock set, so we'll redo this. Patriots will look to win another faceoff. Wilhelm, I'm sure frustrated after winning that faceoff. He's getting called back to do it again. And now we got the 20 minutes on the clock. We drop the puck, and Wilhelm is able to win that again. Zonana picks up the puck, or Zonana to McKenzie. Calling for a pass to Johnson. Johnson has it. Good breakout pass to Bradley. Loses possession of the puck at the blue line. Zonana gets to it and sends it in deep. Rams behind their red line move the puck to the corner. Wilhelm intercepts that. Now Bradley has it and gloved out of midair by Robinson. First save for him in this period.
DBU did a rather stellar job of keeping the first period uneventful on their end of the ice. So hopefully I can look at some action over here on my side this time if they keep it up.
Xander set up on the DBU, in the DBU zone. Zonana gloves out of midair, firing that one. Shot goes through the blue paint from a sharp angle. Couldn't quite get it on save, get it on net. Now Johnson, a good back check, breaks up that chance. Is now taking a tumble. Madrigal with the stick save. Getting his first look. Johnson has it. Trying to bank up ahead of Bradley. Held in there by Caruso. Now Johnson sends it along to Bradley. Bradley trying to get around Iglesias. Iglesias, a good play to keep that one in. Now Johnson has it third time and now hits Zonana. And Zonana skates out of the zone with the puck. Zonana enters the Ram zone. Bradley calling for a pass, trying to get that one. The empty cage, Bradley rebound and scores. Luke Bradley fighting for that puck. Eventually is able to get a stick on that. And now Patriots lead 4-0.
Zonana wheels this puck around towards the goal line. He pumps it up to Bradley. Bradley backhands it right off the post before it ultimately gets back to him and he can pot it in the net. And it's 4-0.
Ninth goal of the season by number 19, Luke Bradley, assisted by Tyson Wilhelm and Jesse Zonana.
So that first line for the Patriots getting another goal. Is now Luke Bradley joins in the party. Zonana and Bradley both with the goal in that line. Wilhelm with an assist on that one, and Zonana picks up his second point of the game with the assist. And now Gressel takes it and misses the net high. Moving to Sally. Sally sends it around. Gressel has it.
Another one there is the Patriots have taken complete control in the beginning of the second period.
And now that one is covered up by Robinson. But yeah, Gressel out of nowhere, the puck just comes to him all alone in the slot. Might have rushed a shot on that a little bit and couldn't quite get that one on target, but another great look for the Patriots after already getting the first goal in the opening minute.
Yeah, after the first period and minute and a half, we've got shots for DBU reading 17 and shots for the Rams reading 8.
So that top line, Zonana carried it through the zone on the goal. As Ross brings that one off the outside of the net. Trying to feed one down on the ice. Now Ross has at the point. Yeah, top line for the Patriots. Just battling for the puck, would not be denied, and eventually after Wilhelm got a shot off the pad of Robinson, it came loose to Bradley and he was able to tuck it in for his 9th goal of the season. So now he's 1 goal away from double digits. Blues pass cut forces Sally to retreat back to neutral zone. Patriots touch up. Gressel gets a stick on that, deflects it, so no icing. Now Sally, the defenseman, in on the forecheck, comes onto the near board where Anson has it. And now sending it out to the neutral ice from Moses. Ross gets the puck for DBU. Now slows off behind his red line. Looks to turn up ice with the puck. Ross trying to feed Gressel, goes off of his skate. First suit in the corner, no icing. Looking to center it to the slot, nobody home. The Rams do a good job to keep that area clear. Deflected down the ice, no icing. Ross has the puck, chased by Salvatore. Ross gets around Salvatore, now turns it over. Iglesias has it at the point, trying to fire that one on net. Puck down low. Gressel, or Garevich with the hit. Garevich has the puck. can't clear the zone, held in on the point. Now Blue able to send up ahead. Garibovic hustling for it. Coming out of his net, Robinson keeps it moving. Patriots in the midst of a change intercept the puck. And now Chandler has it. Chandler has it, rips it. Madrigal with the blocker save. Good rebound control, sends it to the corner. Now at the point, works low. MacArthur has it. Comes back out. Mexter sends it in deep, rims it around. Goes along to the far sides, hustling to pinch in Donaldson. Couldn't keep the zone. Now a chance 2-on-1 for the Patriots. That's Garibovic has helping Kinsella. Has McKenzie now behind him. And Kinsella gets that pass trying to go back to Garibovic. But the Rams, good defensive stick, breaks that one up. Now skating the other way. A burst of speed, walking in, scores. What a goal for Colorado State. And the Rams on the board here in this weekend set.
Caleb Anson decides that Pono's not getting a shutout tonight. As he walks it in, pulls a forehand, and just tucks it home right under the glove. And Colorado has got themselves a goal.
Great job by Caleb Anson there to get around the Patriot defense and eventually found himself one-on-one with Madrigal and says enough of that shutout and finds it back to the net.
Yeah,
now it makes it a 4-1 game.
Great play to ignite the scoring here for Colorado. We'll see if they can.
That's an unassisted goal by Anson.
Yeah, see if they can get things going here and make this a game.
Patriots having a hard keeping it in the zone. With possession along the point. That's Bradley. Cross ice, ripped wide of the net by Zonana. From that faceoff dial, Ovechkin's wheelhouse there. Couldn't quite get that one on target.
I think that's the second time he's had a pretty great shot from across the ice and missed wide.
That was from that same spot down on this end where he had a one-timer and just missed the net. And there, rifled it just wide. Now McKenzie trying to bank it to himself along the boards. McKenzie, puck just a little too high on the ice for him. Slides out of his reach. Clears the zone. McKenzie touches it. Didn't know it was delayed offside, so it's going to come out to the neutral zone.
A little difficult to hear the ref from all the way back there.
McKenzie was looking to do the exact same thing Anson scored on just a couple of minutes ago. And you know, you could see that there's a little bit of a pep in Colorado's step, but DBU is still dictating play. You know, right after that goal, there was the almost from Zanana, who I think the puck lifted up or flipped up on a stick, and right from Ovechkin's wheelhouse. But we all know that Jesse Zanana is better than Ovechkin, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sure, Jesse Zonana would appreciate that compliment.
Ovechkin doesn't have to register.
Jesse Zonana has 11 more goals. So Madrigal gets across to keep that from being a goal for the Rams. Coming across, making a good sharp save. So far looking good. Rebounding from the goal that he allowed. So now shots reach 17-10 in favor of DBU.
Let's see that goal replay one more time. Just a great play for Colorado State, and so far unanswered here. We've got a few minutes without more.
And Colorado State looking a lot sharper so far in this period. A bit more set, maybe getting a sense of what the Patriots are trying to do in their scheme and game plan and adjusting to that. His riding's up ahead. Gressel has it. Gressel trying to escape. Gressel gets taken down and our ref's arm goes up. We'll see if this is a penalty shot. And it will be a penalty shot. Luke Gressel in on the break. It's taken down from behind. And he'll have a one-on-one attempt with Braden Robinson.
Oh boy, this is not something that you get the privilege of seeing very often. It's going to be exciting to see here as we get a penalty shot.
Gressel, after getting a pair of goals last Friday night, looking to extend his Friday scoring chance for his 6th goal of the season. Now the breakaway chance is reinstilled for him. Waiting for the signal, good to go. Robinson is ready in net. Now Gressel skates, picks up the puck. First penalty shot of the season we've seen here at home. Now Gressel walks in. Gressel trying to go 5-hole and making the save. Robinson keeps that one out.
Oh, he had the lane there. He had the opportunity. There was an open spot, just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, so because he missed the penalty shot, Patriots will not get a power play. So this one will come to the Colorado State zone for faceoff.
Yeah, as we saw there, even after the shot, goalie was checking behind him just to make sure. that puck did stay out, but there was definitely a lane.
Ridings wins that faceoff. Good as always on the dot. Patriots send it in. Gressel gets his stick lifted. The puck keeps moving. Ridings trying to get it for DBU. The Rams bank it along the boards, looking to exit the zone. Sally holds it in, trying to fire that one, looking for a tip. Gressel got a stick on it, goes wide, comes out in the slot, and that one's blocked in traffic. That was Ridings looking for a goal there. Now Ross along the boards, taken by Desai. Now Ridings trying to touch up ahead. This one goes back to the DBU zone where Ross has it. To his D partner, Sally. Sally trying to bank up ahead to Gressel, too far, and this will be icing, so we'll go 200 feet down the sheet to Madrigal's zone, where the Rams will look to get an offensive zone faceoff.
So far, we've got about 25 minutes played in this game. Shots read 18 in favor of DBU and 10 for Colorado State.
Colorado State wins that faceoff. Sally does a good job to get to the puck, but kept in by the Rams. Along the faceoff dots, trying to move it across. Pass out of the reach. Iglesias trying to get around the defense. Trips that one. Ridings knocks it down. Blue picks up and skates out of the way. 3-on-2 for the Patriots. Blue enters the zone. Has back help for Colorado. Now 3-on-3. That shot goes wide. Now Anson has the puck, already a goal in this one. Moves up ahead. Figelstaller gets knocked off the puck. Patriots are able to possess it. Sends it out long reach. Gressel with the puck in the corner. Fires it from a sharp angle. That one goes high. Patriots in the middle of a change. Have to make sure they have the right number of guys out there. They do.
Be careful touching the puck there right after a change, as some of the Patriots guys are still climbing the boards.
Johnson with the puck. Throws his man down. A heavy hit by Ian Johnson, the big defender. Garibovic has it, trying to find Hilliard. Gets a stick on it, but trickles in harmlessly to Robinson.
Bounces off of Hilliard in front of the net, and I thought that could have been something there as the puck was loose, but nobody was there to capitalize on it.
So this faceoff will come right in front of Xander. Xander, I'm sure you got a good look at it from where you're at.
Oh, yeah. Looking right at Garibovic.
The big man and Alan Garibovic standing right in front of you. Hilliard, the freshman, wins the faceoff, comes right to Garibovic. Garibovic now in a battle. Puck is taken away. Johnson keeps it in at the feet of Hilliard. Didn't quite realize it was there. Allows Colorado State to exit the zone. Chandler sends it in deep. Sends away from a check attempt by Garibovic. Johnson has it in the corner. Johnson with the puck. Taken away by Colorado State.
Oh, Johnson feeling it tonight as he really wants to try and get that first goal of his college hockey career.
As Zaire turns it over, Garibovic has a colossal of bodies there. Two big guys, and Garibovic and Kinsella running into each other. That gives Colorado State to clear it in. Johnson fires it off of Zaire. Back to retrieve it, Merkster.
Johnson, as we saw, I believe, did actually get the player of the game in that Friday game that they went to a shootout and won. So definitely been putting in the work these last couple of games.
Ian Johnson, big defender from Frisco, Texas. Haven't quite seen as much of a physical presence in the first half season as we are seeing now.
Yeah.
So
he's definitely got more and more comfortable with the pace of play of college hockey as the season has gone on.
Yeah, so this one will come to the glove side of Braden Robinson, goaltender for the Rams. The top line out that started this game is out there now for the DBU. Wilhelm lines up to the faceoff. Rams get a warning. Linesman drops the puck. Bradley trying to battle around the linesman. Couldn't quite get to the pucks. McKenzie steps in to help. Wilhelm gets hit along the boards. Couldn't get the puck. Now Zonana has it. Zonana trying to Michigan attempt. Couldn't quite get that one on goal. Maybe feeling himself a little bit in this one.
It's always dangerous trying to Michigan because you know either it's going to succeed and it's going to be great, or it's going to fail and a couple things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to get chewed out by your coach when you come back to the bench. And number two, they're going to have a target on your head for the rest of the game. So we'll see how that goes for Zonana.
Yeah, I mean, the Rams were giving him space to try that attempt there. As the shot from Salvatore goes wide. Johnson moves it to McKenzie. McKenzie can't keep the puck with him as he skates up ice. Now entering the zone, Iglesias trying to get around Johnson. good power on his edge there to keep tall, keep the puck. And now Johnson moves it to Wilhelm. Wilhelm between the legs to Bradley. And Bradley sends that into the Ram zone. Now a hard rim around attempt, takes a funny bounce off the boards. Now a chance 2-on-1 for the Rams if they hurry. McKenzie hustling back. Johnson going down. Madrigal comes out to make the save.
What a
that was
save.
Ellen Metzger, who's the recipient of a beautiful pass. Couldn't
Big
quite get that one on target.
save by Pono Madrigal as a beautiful sauce pass to chip it over Ian Johnson and get a one-timer. I mean, it's a great play. It's a great pass. But it's just a little bit too slow for the DBU goaltender.
Yeah, so Rams trying to cut this down to a 2-goal game. Madrigal keeps it at 3. Now the Rams control off the faceoff. Iglesias has it. Trying to rip that one. Shot's blocked. Blue gets it. Banks along the boards out to neutral ice. Rams trying to move it up ahead. They send it into the DBU zone. Ridings hits Iglesias halfway in his bench and scored. Colorado State makes it a 2-goal game after the puck was loose in front of the net and they roofed it over Pono Madrigal.
Yeah, just a good bounce for Colorado State as it bounces straight into the slot. Right for Daniel Caruso. I mean, just a beautiful shot for him, top corner. Pono not really standing a chance when there's a guy wide open right in front of you.
So all of a sudden we found ourselves a game. Colorado State cutting out a 2-goal deficit. As y'all heard assistant coach Derek Brayton say in his interview before intermission. And now Patriots will be going.
penalty.
Yeah, Patriots will be going on a penalty kill now for the second time this game.
Kinsella gets his stick caught in between the two skating legs of a Rams player, and whenever you try to move him, you can't, and you go down very easy.
So far, after a successful penalty kill for the Patriots on their first attempt, they look to try and remain perfect to keep this at a 2-goal deficit, but also, or 2-goal lead, but also as we saw in the last
DBU penalty, number 17, Christian Kinsella for tripping.
Now the slot trying to put that one towards the net. Backhand attempt blocked in traffic, but we saw last time you can't count out the penalty kill for the Patriots to try and score. Zonana had a breakaway shorthanded, looking to replicate that.
Yeah, we've got a big momentum rush here for Colorado State as they're on the heels of 2 unanswered goals. One just happened a minute ago, and now they're on the power play looking to do something here with the most dangerous lead in hockey.
Yeah, Desai has had the shot. Now Desai holds onto it. That one goes wide, looking for a wrist shot to be Madrigal. Now along the far side, Anson has it, now skated out by Zonana, sends it in deep, and he pursues on the forecheck. Robinson comes out to move it along. Zonana collides with Robinson. Now he loses his stick. McKenzie has the puck. Dangerous duo out there shorthanded for DBU with Zonana and McKenzie. And Zonana, good sportsmanship, gives Robinson back his stick after he knocked it loose.
Definitely good sportsmanship from Zonana there, especially since that was his fault and definitely could have been a could have been a penalty called there.
Now Metzger moves it to Desai. Desai up to the point. That's Caruso, who has the most recent goal. That shot's deflected, goes wide. Now set up on their power play, the Rams trying to look for a cutter in the slot. Now the Patriots able to clear it, rolls down the ice. 35 seconds to go here on the power play for the Rams. As Caruso slows up behind his net, waits to set up the breakout. Now Caruso keeps the puck and skates up ice with it. Caruso crosses the red line, enters the DBU zone, coast to coast. Caruso has it. Madrigal makes a blocker save, into netting out of play. So we'll need a new puck as that one left the ice with 16 seconds to go on the penalty against Christian Kinsella.
Yeah, a similar misstep on the power play here as we saw earlier. Colorado State's got to get it into the zone and set it up and move the puck around. That's the only way that they're going to beat Pono. It's the only way they're going to beat this caliber of a goalie is if they can move the puck around, get that movement. You've got 5 guys on DBU's 4. Use that to your advantage. But instead, he skates it up one man and gets an easy shot for Pono to save.
And McKenzie clears it all down the ice off the faceoff, so that will about do it for the second power play chance for the Rams. Patriots so far 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Entering the zone, turned over. Kinsella trying to get the breakaway pass. He goes to the bench. Ridings hustles to negate icing. Ridings ties up with Iglesias. players battle for the puck. Now taking it Caruso. Now the Rams have it. Looking to spring a breakaway chance. They have it. Johnson, a great back check to take the puck away from Desai, and now hits him down to the ice. Rams have possession here. Fresh off the power play. Zaire has it, rips in, scores. Deflected in front by the Rams, and it is a 1-goal game all of a sudden.
Yeah, great tip there by number 8, Kellen Metzger, off a shot from the point, and it just ricochets and goes right by Madrigal.
And so surge of pressure here by the Rams. Looking like they have caught fresh wind in their sail entering this second period. They look like a completely different team that we saw in the first period.
Yeah.
Xander, what is it looking like down on the ice level?
You could see the giant sail of winds that DBU had just go
Colorado
away.
State goal, Braden Iglesias, assisted by Jacob Zier.
And you know, this is 3 unanswered goals that Colorado has scored after DBU rushes out in the second period and scores one for themselves. You gotta stop the bleeding here and get back to what you were doing.
As you mentioned, Xander, they got to find a way to stop the bleeding, see if they can put the pressure back on Colorado State like they were doing all first period and to open the second period. But so far, they've been pinned in their zone. Can't quite get any offensive zone time here. Now Ross has it up ahead to Kinsella. Kinsella has it, skates in with the puck, leaves for Garibovic. Garibovic fires, that one's blocked by Zaire, who had the assist on the Iglesias goal.
Yeah, the Patriots are going to want to start to ignite that first period fire again, as we now see 3 unanswered goals by Colorado State. And
Colorado State's going to be going on the power play here. A hooking call.
looks like another one to go in the momentum of Colorado State here. This has definitely turned out to be much more of a game than we were expecting after that first period.
I think Patriots might have gotten a little too
Number 11,
comfortable.
Alan Gravage for hooking.
So Patriots might have gotten a little too comfortable with that 4-0 lead. Now all of a sudden they're facing a wall of adversity in their way. Now what was a 4-goal lead is down to a 1-goal lead. And Colorado State, they have a power play chance here to try and draw equal all of a sudden.
This is a must kill. If you get scored on, things are looking, now obviously it's not game over, but Colorado has every single ounce of momentum if they score on this.
DBU, they just got focused on killing this penalty, see if they can shift momentum from that, and then see if they can pin the pressure back on Colorado State.
Yeah, and I think on the flip side for Colorado State, this is a must score here. They have battled through it and got it as close as they potentially will see this game if they can't get one on the board here. But if they can, it's a completely different story. They can run away with this.
And now controlling the faceoff, Dot Anson, a goal in this game already. Works low. Sorelli does a good job to slow him down. Wilhelm trying to step in to get the puck. Sorelli hit along the boards by Desai, held in by Caruso. Desai has it. Madrigal makes a save, and McKenzie does a alert job to sweep the loose puck from the blue paint, but held in by Caruso. Now Caruso has it along the near faceoff dot. Trying to feed a cutter in the slot, looking for a tip. Couldn't get that one by Desai.
Yeah, Madrigal not looking as rock solid as he was in the first period. A couple of goals have definitely shaken him up a little bit.
And now turned over. Anson has it, rips that one over the glass, held in at the point. Caruso has it. Caruso, pestered by Zonana, does a good job to move it along. Now looking for someone in the slot. Puck is bouncing. Sorelli sweeps that one to the corner. 40 seconds to go. The penalty kill 1 unit still stuck out there for DBU. A minute and a half so far here on the shift. They can't get to the bench. As in the second period, they have a long change, the bench in the offensive zone. As multiple players get taken down, now Zonana finally has it, moves it to McKenzie. Just not enough in his legs to get a shorthanded rush there. Now holds off, and this one was blown dead.
Oh, looks like it's going to be
Sorelli for slashing.
unsportsmanlike or slashing?
Slashing.
Yeah, slash.
So 20 seconds
Well,
of 5-on-3 time.
Either way, it wasn't unsportsmanlike slash, so, you know, a little bit either way, but
DBU penalty, number 21, Martin Sorelli for slashing.
So now 20 seconds of timeout time, and one of the teams has taken their timeout. Not sure if it's Colorado State trying to see if they can draw something up here to draw equal, or if it's DBU just trying to slow themselves down and get themselves situated and figured out again, because this one is starting to slip away from them very fast if they can't hold on this penalty kill.
Yeah, a huge opportunity here for Colorado State. If they've got 20 seconds of a 5-on-3 power play, and I mean, as we're saying, they've got all the momentum right now. DBU's shaky. Everything leans in their favor to get this goal, and if they can, we've got about 5.5 minutes left to go in this second period. They can really send a huge momentum swing into the locker room at the end of this second period that I don't think anybody expected them to have at the end of the first period.
Yeah, so Colorado State, a golden opportunity here, 20 seconds of 5-on-3, and after that they'll have 1:40 of power play time 5-on-4 after Sorelli's slash. And that's one of those plays that's so far behind the play. McKenzie had entered the zone, offensive zone, with possession of the puck when it was blown down for a slash. So those are the kind of penalties, especially whenever an opposing team has momentum like this, that you just hate to see as a coach. They'll be the penalties that'll drive a coach nuts. I'm sure, Xander, you can attest to that.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Way behind the play, taking a penalty.
Well, and as we spoke about earlier in this earlier in the game, Pono Madrigal, dealing with illness, is sick in net tonight, so that could be something to do with how he's looking a little bit shaky right now, not necessarily all of his confidence with him.
Yeah, Rams set up 10 seconds of the 5-on-3. Move to the point. Caruso has it, sends it down low to Anson. Looking for a cross-ice feed, and the Rams score. Iglesias gets his second of the game, and with 1 second of 5-on-3 left, they beat the clock, and now they'll tie the game and have 1:59 of power play time.
Yeah, that was absolutely ideal. That is everything you want from Colorado State right there if you're going for them. I mean, with 1 second left to go on the 5-on-3 penalty, that means one guy's coming out of the box, the other one's staying in for 1:40, so they still have that power play that they're going to go off of after 4 unanswered goals to tie up this game with DBU coming out of the second period looking like a brand new game.
Not only that, but you still have 1:40 left to kill on your second penalty, so you're still shorthanded, and you can't even try to fight back.
Colorado State goal, number 4, Carson Desai, assisted by number 9, Braden Iglesias, and number 16,
So all of a sudden, DBU finding themselves against the wall here. Shortened bench as well with just 3 lines. But you could also say the same about Colorado State. Both benches looking about the same in terms of guys on the bench. But DBU's got to find a way to see if they can draw deep, get a gritty finish to the period, and see if you can get momentum going into the third period. But after leading 4-0, the last thing you want to do going into intermission 20 minutes later is find yourself trailing in this game. Now that shot, Madrigal, position safe, doesn't know where the puck is. It's behind the goal. Now Iglesias has it, moves it to the point. Zaire back to Iglesias from the faceoff dot, rips that one low. Madrigal kick save, and the Patriots able to sweep that down the ice. 50 seconds to go here on the penalty against Martin Sorelli.
Yeah, Patriots definitely. Oh, as I was about to say
that was scary.
Patriots definitely dealing with some discipline issues. As we see multiple penalties in a row leading to this absolute insane comeback by Colorado State.
That shot by Iglesias hit the body of a Colorado State Ram player in front and bounced right in the slot, and Madrigal able to make the save and get the rebound. So we checked the replay out on that. That was Zaire that it hit up high.
Yeah, and what started as a 1-goal scratch has turned into a 4-goal gaping wound that the Patriots, frankly, are thanking their lucky stars that they started with 4, because Colorado owns basically everything in this game right now, and as well as 32 seconds of penalty time.
Yeah, just absolutely dominant second period so far by this Rams team. Might have gotten their legs under them. Garibovich hits his man down. And Hilliard able to get to it and sends it down the ice, but maybe Colorado State not quite find their legs in that first period, but they sure have found them here in the second period, as now they skate with those legs up ice. 10 seconds to go. Puck sent in by Colorado State. McKenzie's able to get to it, and one last time clears it down the ice. So Patriots get their 3rd kill on the penalty so far as Sorelli comes out of the box. But all of a sudden, we have a tie game 4-4, and Colorado State with all the momentum looking to see if they can draw another goal to take a lead into intermission. as that was Metzger who had it, trying to shovel one backhand. Madrigal gets it over to cut the angle off on that. Patriots take the puck away. It's Ian Johnson trying to send it by Garibovich out of his reach. Not enough for icing late in the period. The puck is sent around. Fresh off the bench, Moses couldn't get possession of it. Johnson's pass to McKenzie was knocked down by Caruso. McKenzie battling. Puck is worked in deep by Colorado State. It comes out in front. The puck goes now behind the net. Rimmed around, takes an awkward bounce off the glass. Now Caruso at the point, trying to fire it. Glove down. Turnaround shot by Figelstaller from the slot. Couldn't quite get that one on net. And now Kinsella slows off. Gets it to center ice, but intercepted by Colorado State. They send it back in deep. 2:40 to go here in the period. Johnson hits his man along the board. That's Chase Moses that he's battling for the puck. Now 2 sweaters aside, that's Hilliard and Johnson. They're trying to win the puck away. And now Rams able to sweep it up along. Looking for a centering feed, nobody home. Patriots intercept it. Kinsella has it, or it's Garibovich. Does a good job to get around his man. Garibovich in the zone, trying to feed it across to Hilliard just behind him. Kinsella trying to turn around and fire that one on net, blocked in traffic. Now skating with it, Zaire. Zaire moves it to Skorupski. And now the Rams enter the zone. Ross couldn't move that along the board, knocked down. Now Ross is able to get to the puck, trying to escape the zone a second time. Puck just a little behind him. He continues to move it up ahead. Now Ross skates into the zone for the Patriots. Ross going behind the net. Ross still with the puck. Now slows off on the point. Trying to move it to the faceoff dot. Fired, blocked down in front. Wilhelm couldn't quite get a shot on that as Bradley's attempt was cut down by Robinson. And after DBU had a 7-shot margin early whenever they had the 4-0 lead, now they are getting outshot 24-21. So it's been a 10-shot on goal difference and also 4 unanswered goals by the Rams to make it an equal game. Now Zonana enters the zone. Zonana on the backhand trying to send that one in. And Robinson kept that one just out.
I don't think that puck went in. It was very, very close.
A couple of Patriot sweaters think that one crossed the line.
And as you were saying, Jared, at the point of the 4th goal for DBU, the shots were 17-8. It's now 22-24, and not in their favor. So DBU just kind of shows you how the momentum has gone this period.
As we can see from our side angle there, looks like it did stay above the red line there, so no goal. Goalie was able to get his glove on it before it crossed. And quick whistle there, a good break for the Rams, and will remain 4-4.
Wilhelm able to win that face-off, but Colorado does a good job on the pressure to take the puck away momentarily as Wilhelm tries to send it low for Bradley. Bradley has the puck. Works around, trying to turn around, trying to catch Robinson off guard. He's alert there to make the save, sends it to the far near boards, where Ross fires a shot blocked in traffic. Zonana with the puck for the Patriots. Banks it along the boards to the point. Ross trying to look for a tip in front, doesn't get one. Rams exit the zone. Caruso has it. Couldn't get past Sally. Now Sally sends it up ahead. Iglesias trying to keep that one away from Bradley. And now player taken down, and ref's arm goes up. So Patriots, for the 5th time in this one, will be heading to the penalty box with 28.3 to go in the period.
Yeah, the penalties are just something that they're going to need to get on top of and get in control in the 3rd period of this game, because it's been killing them so far.
Colorado might be playing the go down slightly easy game.
Tyson Wilhelm for tripping.
So I guess Wilhelm might have gotten his skates in the feed area of the Colorado State players. He got taken down there. So Patriots looking now just to kill off the time into intermission. And now change shorthanded. Blue hustling for it, 2-on-2. Has help in Writings. Blue sends it across. McKenzie holds in on the point. Trying to funnel that one in, looking for a tip by Writings. The puck behind him. Couldn't get it. Now Blue keeps it in the zone. Dawson Blue gets hit, loses the puck. Now looking to skate the other way. The Rams only have about 1 second, not enough time to get a chance. And that will do it after 2 periods of play. DBU, after going up 4-0, they find themselves tied in a 4-4 game with only 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, huge turn of events from what we saw last period. Colorado State climbs the mountain and gets back in this game to keep it 4-4 as we go into the locker room. They're leading shots 24 to 22.
I believe we have Xander with head coach Jason Hilliard on standby. No, we do not, so it's okay. I'm sure after that period, it'll probably be better for them to just get back to the locker room and regroup, and the Patriots finally get the merciful bell being rung at the end of that period, as Colorado State, I'm sure for them, they never wanted that period to end.
Absolutely not. And yeah, I mean, as much as I would love to have an interview, I think they would not want me to interview them right now. You can see it on everybody's face. They were upset, to put it nicely. Everybody.
Yeah, I think after a 4-0 stint there, I think there would be some not nice things said in an interview straight after that period. So it may be a good thing that we weren't able to snag somebody. But yeah, as we go in, I mean, just a complete turnaround from that period, from the first period. And I think all of it starts with discipline. I think the Patriots took way too many penalties. They gave the Rams way too many chances and way too much time to come back into that game. Obviously, the 5-on-3 penalty really leading the way as the turning point.
Yeah, I mean, DBU, both teams really looked like a complete different team. One looked like the other, as DBU really controlled that first period, but Colorado State came out in the second period. Maybe they figured out what DBU was trying to do. They figured out their forecheck, or figured out what DBU was trying to do to escape the zone and made the necessary adjustments there. And whatever they did in that locker room worked after that first period. And
I think it's a mindset thing. I think DBU and Colorado State came into this game with two very different mindsets, and they've since flipped in this second period. I think DBU came in with the mindset that they were going to have to grind and they were going to have to play their best to get this win. And then it kind of filtered off there in the second period. Conversely, I think Colorado State came into this game thinking, okay, we're going to have a little bit of a break this weekend. We're going up against a team that's got a losing record. We're going to go in, we're going to coast, we're going to get 2 easy wins. And then, obviously, when that didn't happen, they went down 4-0, and they turned it around in that intermission. The coach went to them, and he said, look, you got to give your 100% effort. Any team in this league can play against you guys and flip the score around on any given weekend. So they both mindsets shifted, and I think that's the result that we see the 4-4 game right now.
Yeah, I guess as we get set to go into intermission, Xander, one last thing we'll turn over to you to kind of close this out. As a former player and you're down by the ice, what do you see that DBU is going to have to do differently to try and get the momentum back in their favor going into the last 20 minutes of tonight?
It's almost what I said at the beginning of the game, right? You score the fourth goal, you're buzzing, they score one, and somehow everything is gone. You can't let that happen. You have to get back to the game. Colorado isn't scared anymore. They were scared. They were scared to do anything. They were worried, they were bobbling the puck, and now they're not. You have to start hitting, you have to start grinding, and you have to pot one more to get back to your game and to get Colorado to second guess what they're doing again.
Well said, Xander. But so now we get set to step aside with about 11 minutes to go in this intermission, and the next goal could be a very big one as we're deadlocked at 4 with just 20 minutes to go. And last Friday, 60 minutes was not enough. 65 minutes was not enough as it went to a shootout, and we could be in for some more extra hockey tonight, but we know we are guaranteed to be in for an exciting final frame in this one with an even game. So you won't want to go anywhere. In about 10 minutes, we'll be back on the call for the third period of tonight's game. But until then, we'll step aside. welcome back in for the final period of play. As we're in a deadlocked 4-4 game. Patriots still on the penalty kill for about a minute and a half. Ridings does a good job to get to that, sends it down the ice. Fresh sheet of ice. And yeah, so Xander, as DBU was walking back, you got a chance to talk with goaltender Pono Madrigal, and you said that he seemed pretty light, seemed not too bothered or too in his head by those 4 unanswered goals, really just kind of urging his team to stop taking penalties. Is that correct?
Yeah, he said he felt fine. He said he wasn't too worried. He said the first period was great. We know we can play like that. As long as we don't get into penalty trouble again this period, we'll be absolutely okay.
And the Rams trying to send it for a long stretch pass.
That might be a little bit easier said than done, as they're already starting the period off with a 46-second penalty kill that they're going to have to kill off as Tyson Wilhelm in the box for tripping at the end of the last period.
Yeah, but Rams ice the puck on the power play, so now on the up a man, they have to try and win a face-off in their defensive zone. Next to Robinson, his glove side on that face-off dot. This is Bradley who steps in there for DBU. So Bradley, Zonana, Johnson, and McKenzie, the 4 out there trying to kill off this penalty for DBU. McKenzie off the face-off, gloved by Robinson, so we'll redo this draw. A few seconds come off the clock. Colorado State wins that face-off. Jesse trying to take the puck, battling against Anson. Now Zonana gets it, rings it off iron, looking for his second shorthanded goal of the game. Bradley takes a tumble. Now Colorado State exits the zone. They have the puck. It's Caruso in the corner, met by Johnson. Now Desai has it, turns it over. Puck is battle for in the corner. That's Zonana and Johnson there for DBU. McKenzie steps in to get the puck, sends it down the ice, and the Patriots with their 4th penalty kill of the game. And they survive the Wilhelm tripping penalty to stay at an even game. Wilhelm comes out of the box, heads to the bench. Now Ridings with the puck, sends it in to Ram zone. Patriots have to touch up. Now the Rams have it from their red line. Look to start up ice. Desai has it, his most recent equalizer. Trying to get around Johnson. Johnson does a good job to cut his lane away. Gressel with the puck. Now a chance. Bradley. Puck bounces off his stick, couldn't quite get the pass clean. Rams were going for a partial change there and gave DBU a window to try and race in. Now Sally with the turnover. Puck is taken in the corner by Moses. McKenzie with the puck for the Patriots. Chips it along the boards. Bradley able to sweep that out to neutral ice. Rams possess. Metzger trying to send it through neutral ice. Sally to Gressel, who sends it in. Robinson sweeps that to the corner. Ridings trying to get the puck in the corner. Met by 3 Rams. Colorado State uses their advantage in numbers to move it along. Metzger held in. Ridings has it. Ridings sweeping around wide. Turns over the puck. Again, a good play by Ross to keep on the blue line. Funneling that one by Zaire into the netting, out of play. 17:01 remains in this game. Still looking for who's going to get the go-ahead goal. Now line of Hilliard, Kinsella, and Garibovic out there. 2 centermen tie up. Kinsella steps in to take the loose puck. Now comes on the slot. Hilliard, kick save. Robinson. Rams move it along the boards to the near side. And now escaping the zone. Ross gets to possession of the puck, spins away along the near side. Banks the puck, but taken by Zaire for the Rams. Rams offsides. Salvatore couldn't quite get back in time as the Rams tried entering the zone. So coming out to the neutral zone face-off. 3.5 gone by so far here in the 3rd period. Shots are dead even at 24, and the score even at 4. That's Hilliard and Salvatore. Hilliard wins that face-off. Garibovic trying to bank it along the boards. Anson sends it into the Patriot zone. Ross goes back to retrieve. held in for the Rams. Puck comes to Garibich in the corner, trying to send up ahead to Ross. Shot from the point goes wide, but kept in the zone for Colorado State. Sally hits his man along the boards, right in front of Xander. Now Ross has the puck. Now turned over. Anson has it. Anson trying to move to Iglesias. Pass behind him, and Colorado State's forced to touch up. So far, Colorado State really in possession of the puck so far in this third period. As Ross intercepts that now, a chance 2-on-1. Ross trying to find Garibovich and scores! Alan Garibovich gets the go-ahead goal off the beautiful feed from Marley Ross. Garibovich's 10th of the season puts DBU back in front.
Yeah, and a big goal there by Garibovich, as that'll take over the game and give them the 1-goal victory here. They definitely needed that right now.
Goal scored by number 11, Alan Garibovich, assisted by number 5, Spencer Hilliard, and number 20, Marley Ross.
So Hilliard and Ross both picking up their second assist of the game. Garibovich with the second point of the game, first goal. And now he reaches double digits, joining Jesse Zonina and Logan McKenzie for double-digit goal scorers, and Luke Bradley's only one away from getting into double digits. But now DBU, after barely surviving the storm from Colorado State in the second period, able to keep the game even going into the third period instead of trailing, come out early in the period, and they're able to get the first goal. And now Colorado State looking to see if they can drive one more goal in the net to try and get back even. Sent down the ice. McKenzie goes back to retrieve it, no icing. Gets around 2 Rams players. McKenzie with the puck still. Enters the zone. McKenzie going wide, getting around the defense of Colorado State, looking to center it to Wilhelm. Intercepting the pass was Desai. Now Desai offsides. Good job on the blue line there by the Patriots to keep the Rams from entering the zone. Having a little audio issues with our other microphones. We're going to get that settled. So get all of you watching this game from wherever you may be, good quality viewing experience at home for this game. As McKenzie's pass out of the reach of Garibovich, no icing. Riding's trying to feed it to Gressel. McKenzie gets around, finds a shooting lane. Gressel to tip, rebound, score! Caleb Ridings off the rebound. Patriots back up now by 2.
Yet a big start here for the Patriots to this period, and it's definitely one that they needed going into that locker room with 4 unanswered goals. Now Caleb Ridings for the second goal of the period makes it 2 unanswered goals in favor of the Patriots to put them up 6-4.
So Caleb Ridings gets the loose change over the pad under the blocker of Robinson after Luke Gressel got the tip.
Patriots goal, 10th of the season by number 3, Caleb Ridings, assisted by number 7, Logan McKenzie.
So I guess they didn't give credit to Gressel for getting the deflection. Offsides gives the Patriots a chance to escape the zone. Ridings with it, moves it to McKenzie. McKenzie funnels it in low. Gressel in on the forecheck for DBU. He meets Anson. Anson moves it around. McKenzie does a good job to hold that in for the Patriots. That shot's blocked, comes out to neutral ice where Ian Johnson has possession. Johnson skates slow him back, gets it to Gressel, who tries to touch ahead to Ridings. Nice nifty move there by Anson. Turns the puck over. McKenzie enters the zone for the Patriots. McKenzie goes wide, fires in right into the logo of Robinson, holds on for the save. So 6 minutes gone by, Patriots with 2 early goals in this period. They now find themselves after being tied 4-4, now up to 6-4. Now face-off is won in the offensive zone by Hilliard at the feet of Kinsella. to Garibovic. Garibovic sweeping that across and no one there on the back door. No harm done as that one trickles through. Sally sends it low, takes a hit there by Desai. That keeps the puck in the zone. Now Hilliard with the puck, trying to bank it back to the point where Sally has it. On the back handle, has one option to sweep it low. Hilliard retrieves it, trying to move it across to Kinsella. Kinsella rips it, going down to block a shot, slow to get up. There's a heavy shot there by Kinsella. That's Jacob Zier who went down, sprawling to keep that one out from getting on net. Able to get to the bench, shaking that one off. He gets a couple pats on the back by his teammates. As Kinsella rings that one off iron, rebound, score! No goal, the referee says.
Oh, and that's going to be a rude awakening when he turns his back there and sees.
Not quite sure why that was no goal. Let's see if we can get a replay on that, but looked to be a shot off the post.
How about a rip by Christian Kinsella from the slot, just off the post there, as you'll see. And then looks like they might call a goaltender interference here.
Interference.
I don't know about that one.
Me neither. I'm not too sure about that one. Captain for DBU, Logan McKenzie, goes to try and get an explanation from the referees as to why that's no goal.
We'll see if we can get that one.
Patriots
again.
obviously won't be thrilled with that one. Garibovic thought he got his second goal of the game, but unfortunately this one will come out to neutralize. No goal for goaltender interference is the official call.
Yeah, maybe he was foot in the crease. The ref saw something from right there. He's got a great angle at it, so.
Yeah, can't quite see from where we're at exactly where Garibovic was. But the Rams catching a little bit of a break now, back within two. Kinsella has the puck. Kinsella hits the red line, sends it into the corner. Puck bounces behind the Rams net. Rims around the board where McKenzie has it. McKenzie has it. That shot's blocked, comes to the corner. Kinsella trying to funnel that one from a sharp angle.
Well, it looks like we've got
Robinson
maybe
is
an injury
down.
as he gets back up, and he'll keep playing. So
a couple minutes getting bumped around Robinson. Now Garibovic has a puck. Looks for a cutter in the slot. Couldn't get that one on net. Now the puck is behind the net, taken by the Rams and lifted and cleared past the legs of Johnson, down the length of the ice. The ice clean enough for it to slide the length of the way. McKenzie gets to it first, icing, so this one will come back. DBU now finally showing the pressure that they've had in the first period and pinning Colorado State in their zone.
And what a strange game we've had so far. We had 4 unanswered goals by the Patriots to lead us off here, and then 4 unanswered goals by Colorado State to get back into it, and now we've got 2 unanswered goals from the Patriots to make it 6-4.
Yeah, I'm not sure if y'all can see so far in your cameras back at home, but this ice has been heavily tilted in the downhill direction of where y'all are looking at now, as whichever team has been in the left side of the ice, or left offensive zone here, they've really just dominated the time that they've been down there. And I think from where we are, though, the ice might be an even surface, but it does not feel even metaphorically on that
Someone's got to get out
end.
the bubble leveler.
I think I've only seen 1 goal.
Yeah, you got the 1 goal on your end, and hey, you had the penalty shot by Gressel. Couldn't cash that one in, almost had to. Might have to move your setup, Xander.
Yeah, just based off the side that they're on, yeah.
Have a mobile setup. Puck is kept in there by the Patriots. Zonana hustling in the forecheck, battling with Metzger. Now looking for a fit cutter in the slot. Wilhelm couldn't get a shot on that. McKenzie has his shot blocked. Zonana has the puck. Zonana serving for options. Gets around 1 defender. Zonana trying to work on the forehand. Robinson cuts that attempt out. Zonana still with the puck to McKenzie from the faceoff dot. Rips it, misses the net. Bradley sends that one back in. Wilhelm trying to get the puck in the corner for DBU. The Rams possess. Bradley trying to cut that one out along the boards. The Rams cleared down the ice, deflected, so no icing. That allows Colorado State to get a much-needed change as McKenzie has possession of the puck and turns up ice. McKenzie around 1 man. McKenzie splits the defense. Moses could not get out of the back end. Rebound comes loose in the slot. Zonana couldn't get a shot. McKenzie trying to move that one to the backhand.
McKenzie dangled my co-commentator here. He dangled Jared speechless there.
Lost that words there. Zonana's shot blockered away by Robinson. Puck behind the net. Wilhelm trying to pick it up. Does so. Gets to it first. Moves it to Johnson off the boards. Johnson firing it. Stick to the corner. Robinson making the save. Near point. Ross has it. Bradley couldn't control the puck there. And Caruso able to take it away. That would have been one of the best goals we've seen from the season if Logan McKenzie could have cashed that one in. Ross goes through the defender's legs trying to go low. Robinson making the save. Now comes out Ridings from the point, trying to slap that one. Has a block, now 2-on-2 skating the other way.
Sure would have been. I'm not really sure what happened there on that chance from McKenzie. I heard a post somewhere, not sure if that was the puck or his stick.
Decide trying to wrap that one around. Madrigal moving from post to post, cuts that attempt down. Now the Patriots control. We do have a loose stick. That's number 13, Chase Moses. Now goes back to pick it up. Ross has it, banks it to Gressel. The puck evades the stick of Gressel, takes a weird bounce off the glass. Madrigal comes up to slow it down for his defenseman, Owen Sally, who moves it to his partner, Ross. Now turned over, Salvatore sends it in. Puck comes along the near side. Moses tries to send that one low. Ross gets to the puck. Spins away from pressure. Does so twice. Now possesses the puck. Trying to spring Gressel. Not quite on the same page. Slapped around the boards, Anson. Now and we'll go down the length of the ice for icing. So some tired Rams forced to stay out there. Now we're under 10 minutes to go, 9:30 in this one. Patriots find themselves leading in a high-scoring shootout by a score of 6-4.
Talk about a back and forth game. Like you said, the ice tilting, it's so weird watching these goals come in basically bunches for whatever team has the momentum.
Played by a high stick. Gressel touches it, so we'll redo this face-off. But yeah, I mean, you said it, you said we've seen a back and forth game, but typically whenever fans think of a back and forth game or they watch one that's back and forth, it's really only one or two goals going back and forth at a time.
Right. It's
not four.
Goal from one team, goal from another team.
Now this one has been a back and forth to the extreme, as both teams scoring 4 straight goals, and now DBU with 2 straight goals as to why they find themselves in the lead. Now Johnson has it, spins away from pressure. Johnson on the backhand to Gressel. Gressel connects with Blue, enters the zone. Dawson Blue forced wide. Gets pressure by Iglesias, sent down to the ice. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. McKenzie gets to it first, sends it to Johnson. Now Johnson to Gressel. On the backhand, trying to sweep that in deep. Couldn't get it low. Comes out to the neutral zone. Johnson fanned on it. Now is able to get the puck. Sends it from the red line. Robinson comes out to make the save. Leaves it to the corner. Now the Rams turn up ice, 3-on-3. Anson gets around Dawson Blue. Now Anson forced into a turnover. Johnson gets to the puck first, rims it around to Blue, and now comes out. Gressel has a chance to get to the puck first. Luke Gressel from a sharp angle sticks away to the near side. Robinson making the save.
Gressel with a chance there, but caught.
Didn't quite have the angle.
Other 2 line mates in a change, had no help either.
Yeah, didn't have the angle, didn't have any help. Forced to just try and see if he could get one past Robinson, but Robinson stands tall to the test as DBU after that turned over, saved by Madrigal. That one might have gotten a piece of the iron. Either way, the puck stays out. But yeah, as I was saying, Patriots found themselves whenever they gave up 4 unanswered goals being outshot by 2, and now a breakaway chance with speed and all alone. Slows up and couldn't get a shot away.
Poke by Pono Madrigal to not even allow him to get a shot on that breakaway.
Yeah, that was number 9, Braden Iglesias, bidding for his second of the game. But yeah, great poke check by Madrigal. Didn't even allow shot attempts. But yeah, DBU, they were, after giving up the 4th goal, being outshot 24-22. And now since then, they've turned it back in their favor, leading shots on goal by 34-27. So I mean, 9-shot turnaround.
It's like both of these teams are just kind of giving each other turns at offense, and now it's DBU's turn.
Yeah. And with the turn there, Garibovich on the backhand, Robinson made the save. Hilliard gets hit down, puck down by his feet. Johnson has it, but in the neutral zone, Patriots have to touch up, and the delayed penalty coming here against Colorado State for cross-checking. So DBU looking to go on their 2nd power play of the game to extend the lead to 3 late in this one.
Yeah, and now all of the momentum swaying in favor of DBU, the exact opposite of what we saw last period.
I like your
number 16, Daniel Caruso, cross-check.
I like your football-esque analogy of this game. It's very fitting, and I fully agree with it.
So now the Patriots, first penalty, they scored on the delayed call, Dawson Blue. Second power play, got some good looks, but couldn't get one past Robinson. Now they go on their second official power play of the weekend.
It almost does feel like a football game as all the points are getting scored on one side and then flipping over to the other one.
We'll have a little bit of a hold up here.
Coach Jason Hilliard just went and gave Marley Ross and Ian Johnson 2 pats on the back and what I assume are encouraging words. I do think Johnson has had an incredible game tonight.
He's been great defensively, really limiting the rush chances for Colorado State.
Just unfortunate that he hasn't been able to capitalize on it and get his first collegiate goal.
As McKenzie has it, Patriots spread out on the power play. Zonana from the near face-off dot, a nice move, trying to go low on Robinson. He cuts that chance. And now Colorado State looking to skate up ice. It's about nearing that time of desperation where they don't have time to waste 2 minutes of trying to kill penalty, looking for a short-handed goal after Zonana got one already. And now intercepted by Zonana, gets to the puck first. Zonana wraps around the net, goes from side to side, still with the puck, fakes a pass, keeps the puck, now passes it across to Blue. Blue has it to Wilhelm. Wilhelm lets it go to Zonana. Zonana looking for a shooting lane, trying to fire that one. Hits the pad of Robinson. He was screened by a man in front, now giving a bit of a shove to Luke Gressel, doing a good job screening in front. And now the puck is loose. Gressel couldn't get a rebound off the shot from Wilhelm. But Gressel just pestering Robinson by staying in his eyes the whole way. And now the Rams can't quite clear it. Kept in there by Blue, sends it in. Got some tired penalty killers out there for Colorado State. Been out there for over a minute. Now Iglesias has the puck, but can't clear the zone. Now Zonana plays off his skate, spins around with the puck. Zonana on his forehand trying to feed it for a tip. Gressel got a stick on it, goes high over the net. Wilhelm out there with the puck. Patriots really pinning the Rams in their zone, and now finally cleared down the ice. With 25 seconds to go, both teams will mix into change.
Yeah, maybe enough time for one last rush and possession here, so we got 17 seconds left to go on this power play.
Lloyd McKenzie to Wilhelm. Wilhelm rings it wide. Stick saved by Robinson, looking like Wilhelm had a window to shoot. Now it's at the feet of Gressel in the Arabian slot. Can't get that one. McKenzie.
Oh, wide open net there in the slot on the rebound, and he just misses.
And back to even strength. Wilhelm has it down low. Scores! Tyson Wilhelm from a sharp angle finds a small window and fits the puck in just after power play expired.
Snipe there, a low angle, weird. We got a pass over from, I believe, Marley. Oh, no, that's off the side from Dawson. No, sorry, Luke. It'd be a pass from across the ice from Luke Bradley over to Tyson, and then that low angle shot to get it top corner.
12th goal of the season, scored by number 22, Tyson Wilhelm, assisted by
Kinsella has the puck, slows down, trying to move to Hilliard. Patriots offsides, Grievich. Can't quite get that cleanly entering the zone. Yeah, Tyson Wilhelm now joins the party and really making the coaching staff for DBU Patriots look like they pushed the right buttons as the starting line forwards with Bradley, Wilhelm, and Zonana all scoring a goal here in this one in a high-scoring affair. So starting line doing their job and really leading the scoring and offense for DBU. As Sally has that puck now in his defensive zone, now under 5 minutes to go, DBU leading by 3.
Well, when you've got 14 rostered skaters and 7 goals up on the board, it's hard for half your team not to get a goal.
Hilliard has the puck along the near side, looking for his first goal at home this season. Turned over, now looking to skate the other way, Moses. Moses has to enter 2-on-3, forced wide, chance in the slot, getting hit down. Couldn't get a shot away with number 28. That was Skorupski. And now a chance for the Patriots looking to rush. 3-on-1 Hilliard. Grievich slows up to stay on side. Hilliard back to Garibovich trying to go 5-hole on Robinson. Robinson made the save, kept that one out, giving his team a chance here late. But Colorado State really have to try and dig deep to see if they can draw some second period magic and getting a comeback in this one. But time is not in their favor. An ally for DBU is that clock. It takes now under 3.5 to go here in this one. DBU holding on to a 3-goal lead. Now Ross with the puck. Up ahead to Gressel. Now Ross banks it up along the glass. Kinsella can't knock it down. This one goes into the DBU zone. Johnson gets to it, chips along the glass. Gressel ahead to Ridings. Ridings couldn't quite control it. Now Iglesias with the puck. Getting around Johnson. Now a chance 2-on-1 for DBU. That's Ridings and Gressel. Ridings on the forehand. Tries to fire it top shelf on the right side. Puck goes high. Gressel takes a hit.
Oh, Ridings had an open spot there, top
And the
corner,
ref's
but
arm
just
is up,
could
so
not
penalty
hit it.
is coming here. We'll see if it was on Gressel.
And it looks like it was.
It is on Gressel.
Gressel goes, no, I cross-checked him. I didn't slash him.
You see Gressel got hit right there along the boards. Might have had
yeah,
a case as
hit
he
from
took a
behind
cross check
there.
up behind the shoulder area.
Probably a retaliation after the hit from behind.
So now 6th power play of the game coming here for Colorado State. Chance late in the game. They have to try and draw a goal here quick in the first half of the power play if they want to have any chance of trying to get some late magic in this one. Patriots do a good job to win that defensive zone faceoff and clear down the ice.
Yeah, and Gressel was definitely arguing that the hit from behind should have been called because that's what he was doing with his arms.
Yeah, in all fairness, he probably has the case on that one. But either way, we've seen so far a lot more penalties have gone in favor of the Colorado State Rams in this one. Not quite as many of those calls for DBU, but DBU so far playing through that and leading this one.
Well, with 2 minutes left to go here in this game, Colorado State needs this one to get back into it.
Not only do they need it quick. Time is running out on them. Under 2 minutes to go, down by 3. Caruso across to Metzger. Metzger has it. Tipped in front, rebound, and scored on the power play. That's Caleb Anson with his 2nd goal of the game off the rebound and the 2nd power play goal of the game for Colorado State.
Okay, here we go. Now you've got it started. You got that little cushion, that buffer there to allow you to score the goal. You got a little handicap, extra man, but you need 3 of them. You got 1 of them. You got an easy one. Now you need 2 more to get back in this game, and DBU plays well defensively. This one could be over.
And now we can expect to see, as soon as Colorado State can get possession, get the puck deep in the DBU zone for Robinson to head to the bench. But for now, the puck is in his defensive zone, so he has to stay put in net. Gressel with the hit along the boards. Now Blue trying to keep that puck in and taken into the zone. Iglesias has it, trying to fire, and Madrigal makes the save. Madrigal's got to help keep DBU in this game. And Robinson's still in the net for Colorado State, has not left to the bench. His Ridings has it, trying to fire that one off the shoulder.
Yeah, but with about a minute left to go in this game, you can expect.
And here comes the slow control
extra
game
man
from
quick.
DBU.
And turned over, Iglesias has it. Iglesias trying to work low. Madrigal making the save, holding his ground. Iglesias gets hit as he tries to dangle through a couple defenders, and he is not getting up. You don't like to see this late in the game as Iglesias is down on the ice.
I didn't even see him move. There's a chance. Could have been unconscious there.
He moved right after his head hit the ice. He didn't look like he got hit that hard.
That's exactly what I was thinking, but then I
Let's see
didn't.
if we have a replay on that. No replay? Okay. He tried to dangle through a couple defenders.
Yeah, it's a crash towards the net, and he catches his shoulder.
I mean, from my perspective, it didn't even look like too big of a hit. Maybe his head hit the ground hard.
It
I
didn't
think that
look
might
like
have
that
been.
either, though. That's what I'm thinking.
I think it might have been his head hitting the ice, but we'll step aside for a moment here. And once he gets back up, we'll give you an update and finish off the last minute 7 of this game. So it's great to see Iglesias back up on his feet after taking that hit, but he's slowly making his way to the bench, getting help from his teammates. So we'll have to hope that he is okay in this one and see how he recovers tonight after getting some sleep.
Yeah, in that short little break there, we went back and rewound on our own stream. And, I mean, we're still confused because it didn't look like too big of a hit, but, man, it certainly seemed like he caught an injury there.
Yeah, so at about minute 7, Braden Iglesias is going to make his way back to the locker room. He's going to go meet the athletic trainer. Yeah, so not quite sure what happened there, but you have to hope that he is okay and that that's nothing too serious, because no matter which team you root for, which team you're calling the game for, you hope that it's a good game, both teams can battle, but you hate to see injuries like that on either side. Now, a minute to go here in this one. Netminder stays put for Colorado State. Rightfully so, is Johnson up ahead of Zonana. Zonana leaves that one. Wilhelm trying to get to it. Now Colorado State intercepts. 45 seconds to go late in this one. Entering the zone, Anson looking for his third of the game on hat-trick watch. Along the blue line, but comes just out. Now Zaire sends it in. Rams touch up, 35 seconds to go. Time is running out for Colorado State. DBU just trying to either hold on to the puck or get to neutral ice, which they did so. As Zaire has it, fans on a pass, moves it up ahead. Now out of the reach there of Skorupski. Sally goes back to retreat for DBU, and he elects to hold it behind his net. Might be content to wind down the clock.
About 15
Colorado
seconds
State
left to
doesn't
go.
look like they're willing to let that happen. Good pass there by Zonana to Johnson, and Johnson tries to rip it down the ice.
Not sure what Johnson was
Might be.
thinking there. Icing still counts here.
There's a little bit more time on the clock than I think he thought.
Yeah, maybe
I mean,
maybe a chip shot down the ice would have done it, but certainly not a rifle.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
4.5
worry,
seconds to go.
Sally's telling him that there's still 4.5 seconds on the clock, so he knows now.
I mean, either way, 4.5 seconds to go. You are up by 2. At this point, pretty much is over. I think he might have just been trying to see if he could have tested his luck. Roll the dice from his own defensive zone with the goalie net, but
Yeah, certainly both
missed
teams'
by a
mindset
mile.
on both teams' mindset at this point on gearing up for tomorrow night's game.
yeah, Wilhelm wins one last face-off, and Sally will hold on to the puck as time winds down on this one. And after a crazy turn of events here and crazy momentum swings, DBU ultimately is able to walk out of here with a 7-5 win. So high-scoring affair. DBU comes out on top as they pick up their 9th win of the season, looking to hit double digits tomorrow night. But first off, we'll have a close for this one.
That's the end of the game. Your final score is Colorado State 5 and your DBU Patriots 7. Patriots win.
Yeah, so great job, Dylan Haynes, making his public address announcing debut for us. Did a good job on the mic for the first time, and we'll have him back for tomorrow night as Gideon will be out for the remainder of this Colorado series. But he'll be back on Monday and Sunday, but we won't have the broadcast for that as both teams shake hands on this one, and they'll do their post-game prayer. And once they pray out in this one, both me, David, and Xander will have the close on this one. But for a moment, we're going to go ahead and step aside. Never mind, he's grabbing his stick, but 22. Alrighty, and welcome back for the closing of this one. As to wrap this up, we'll have Xander interviewing Tyson Wilhelm for our post-game interview. I guess he does not want to. You can do Logan or Jesse or Alum, Gribovic.
Yeah, see if you can grab Jesse as he comes
You can grab
on.
Jesse Zonana, number 9.
Logan got his 100th point.
Oh,
we did?
yeah,
Okay, then do
definitely.
Logan.
We definitely want Logan for
Get the
his
captain.
100th point.
Yes, congratulations, Logan McKenzie, getting point number 100 on his time here at DBU, the junior. Picking up his 25th assist of the season.
He's going to wait for all those guys to get off.
Yeah, so while we wait for that, we'll go ahead and give you a little bit of a miniature closure in this one. DBU, they showed their grit, they showed their resilience. They very well could have folded after giving up 4 straight goals and just being pinned in their own zone, really having no life. But they come out in the third period, all fresh mindset, ready to go, and they walk away with the win after a thrilling game.
Absolutely, and you've got to give it also to Colorado State for coming back after going down 4-0. It's not an easy thing to do. You go down 4 goals in the first period of a game. It's not an easy thing to do to climb back and make it a game, but they were able to do it, and DBU obviously going out of this one on top. But Colorado State, I mean, they made it much more of a game than we thought it was going to be at the end of that first period.
Yeah, you have to give credit where credit's due. Like you said, with Colorado State down 4-0, really looking dead in the water, they could have folded very easily, but instead they chose to make this trip worth it, flying in last night, spending that money on plane tickets, and they made it worth it, showing the fight. They weren't going to go away quietly, and they sent a message to DBU, even for tomorrow night, that they're ready to play. They can match what they're doing. And they did fall short in this one. DBU came out on top, but they looked good in that second period. If they can carry that over to tomorrow night, they'll be in a good position to split this weekend series.
Absolutely, and it'll be very interesting to see both of these teams against each other tomorrow night now that they know what they're in for.
All right, now we have Logan McKenzie on standby with Xander. So we're going to go and send it over to Xander for our post-game interview with Logan McKenzie picking up his 100th point of his career.
I've heard you've picked up your 100th point.
Yep, that is true.
How does it feel?
Feels pretty good. Just great to have it, and I can't thank my teammates enough for getting me to this point. And yeah, it's been great.
Quite an interesting game. You score 4, you lose 4, and then you score a lot, and then you lose 1 more.
Yeah, definitely a back and forth game, but I'm proud of the boys keeping their heads and just focusing on what matters, and that was to win the game.
After the second period, what do you guys do to reset and finally get your game back?
We just kind of talked in the locker room. We just calmed ourselves. We just talked about what we needed to do going forward and just implemented that.
Thanks, Logan. Congrats.
Thank you.
Logan McKenzie.
So big congratulations again, Logan McKenzie, picking up his 100th point, and as the captain of the team, really led the team to stay resilient in that one and to bounce back and have a good third period. And as we get set to close this out, who wants to take the charge on the 3 stars of the game? David, do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll take first star here, and I'm going to give it to the guy we just interviewed, scored his 100th point in this game. That's going to be Logan McKenzie, the captain for DBU. I said it before. He's a guy to watch tonight, and he delivered. He came through.
Yeah, Xander, you want to take second star?
Yeah, and I think I'm going to give this one to Tyson Wilhelm. We were talking about it. He scored the game winner, the 6th goal, the one to put him ahead, won the game, and he also had an assist. And I think he was very important in today's game.
Yeah, and third star I'll give to the freshman winger, Jesse Zonana, getting both a goal and an assist. Really a short-handed goal is a thing of beauty, and on the break went top shelf. And ultimately, it's a great, resilient team win for DBU, trailing or going up big, kind of feeling like maybe, hey, you got this easy in the bag. You can start trying Michigans, as we saw from Zonana, and then all of a sudden you get punched in the face by Colorado State. They don't go away like you think they will. They draw back to even, and then you go into a 20-minute hockey game, deadlocked, to try and win a game from that. And DBU ultimately was the better team that third period. And in a high-scoring affair, they came out on top. So we're going to have to look to see how that carries over, because we saw a pretty high – we see sometimes high-scoring games one night, and then the next night is very low-scoring. But both teams are going to have to look to reset. Both coaches are going to see things that they liked and that they didn't like, that they're going to have to fix up and want to clean up for tomorrow night. And as we get set for the second to last time to close this out, so we want to let you know that tomorrow night will be our last broadcast of the season it's been a great ride, but we got one more in us. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night for our broadcast finale on the season.
Yeah, and hopefully we will end the season on a good note. I mean, we certainly had a good note on this game, the victory 7-4 against Colorado State, and yeah, it's been a great season with you guys, and I hope to have another one next year as well.
All right, and thank you, Xander, for joining us again tonight. I know you won't be here tomorrow night, so it's been great having you along, and we're glad to have you, and we look forward to having more of you along. And also interesting to note, before we close this out real quick, and you don't start the outro yet, but we do have some EMT and firefighters here.
Jason Hilliard was calling someone after it happened, and I'm not sure what it is. I have no idea, but he was calling people and going over to their locker room and just kind of frantic behind the benches.
I mean, good hospitality there by Jason Hilliard to make sure that the other team is taken care of while they're visiting here in Dallas and that their guys are okay. But we do have EMT here checking out. I believe that is Iglesias on the bench. So if that is him, it's good to see that he's out on his own, sitting upright. But
Yeah,
we'll let them tend to him as we close tonight out. But just figured we'd give you one last update before we end the night.
All right, and on behalf of the broadcast crew, I'd like to thank you guys for joining us on this game as DBU takes this one 7-4 in, I mean, definitely a strange game. But, good night, guys.